Hello and welcome back to the Tyranny Stories channel. Today I wanted to share a kind of different type of thing. So I got these Harry Potter cards. Which one's the front? Here's the front. I got these Harry Potter Magical Meditations cards when I was at Michael's. I got them for a good price too. They were like 20 bucks. There's 64 cards. So they look like this. There's a whole bunch of them. I shuffled them how I felt like shuffling them. So there's 64. I don't think they have numbers on them or anything. No, so there's 64 of them. I've shuffled them. And they have varying things. Like, there's varying things they're about. So there's different, like, categories, and they're all different colors. There's identity, relationships, which I think will be really good. Values and beliefs, battling our fears. I like that one. Personal growth, experiencing loss, resistance, and flights of fantasy. And all the cards are so beautiful. Like, each type of thing. Hold on, let me get 8 of them out here. So it goes under here. Okay. Like, each of them have, like, little things on them. Show them to you really quick here. And the art on them is really nice. I do like them a lot. They have chosen some very good ones. And then, so there's 8 of each card. That's how there's 64 is 8 different things and 8 of each card. Of each, like, category. So I wanted to start a series of writing in my notebook. So I got a new notebook. This one's bigger because I wanted a lot of space to draw or write whatever is going on, and there's 340 pages, so there's plenty of room to write about whatever I want for these. And I can even probably write down what it says on the card. I can write that in here and make it look really nice. And then there's another little piece to this. It's a little book, and it explains I don't know if it explains each of the cards. An inspirational deck and guidebook will help you summon courage, expel fear, and find light in the dark. So, whichever one I end up having. So if I have a card that's on identity. Oh, okay. So, that one, that is about... I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me find this really quick. Let me find this card somewhere. Oh, here we go. So this card, this goes to the card that's here. So the information from this card is in here on this page, and then on this side, it has like a little picture and some more information. So I'll use the book and the cards, and I think for now I'm just going to choose a number between 1 and 64, because that's how many cards there are, and just kind of pull it out of the deck, and then it'll just be 1 less every time, so 1 through 63 for the next one, until I finish them all. But yeah, this little book, it tells you things from, like, the movies or other things like Behind the Magic and some cool, like, behind the scenes stuff and whatnot, and just to, like, help you find interesting things to write about and stuff. Like, and I think it's really cool how it, what is that? Hold on, I saw something. No, not that. Oh, maybe that it was that. But there's some very cool stuff in here, and I'm really excited to start to get into it. The first one, I'm gonna look up a number, and I'm gonna do that card. So just give me a minute to get there, get everything all set up. Okay, I changed my clothes too to be a little bit more comfortable for this. So the number I chose, or the internet chose, choose a number between 1 and 64, and it chose 55, so I'm going to choose the 55th card in here. So 64, 3, 2, 60, 59, 8, 6, 55. Okay, so we're gonna do this card today. And then I'll put everything else back together. Hold on. Alright, so the card I chose is on resistance. An interesting one to pick, but let the cards decide, let the fates decide, if you will. Alright, so there's a quote from Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix from Professor Dumbledore. Most noble of you, Harry, to shield me, but it's been pointed out, the parchment clearly says Dumbledore's army, not Potter's. I instructed Harry to form this organization, and I alone am responsible for its activities. Interesting, because I just watched Harry Potter 5 the other day, and I remember this scene very well. In Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Professor Dumbledore takes responsibility for the formation of Dumbledore's army, an action that led to him having to leave Hogwarts. Have you ever taken responsibility for something you didn't do, or had someone take responsibility for something you did do? What were the consequences? Interesting. Leave the card up here for you guys to pause and read it yourself here. I don't know if I can tell it to focus right there. Probably not, because I'm in the way. What if I do that? No, I don't think it's going to focus any better. Okay. And then let's see what the book has to say. It's going to be in... What is this one? No. I'm going to have to find the card in here. That's one of the problems. Is you can't always find them as easily. Did I skip a page? No. Okay, here we go. It doesn't really have anything else here. It just says the same thing that the card says, and it has a picture of Dumbledore calmly defending himself against the Ministry of Magic and Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. There's a picture of him there, kind of to think about a little bit as we write. Okay. Oh, wow. There's that many pages in here? That's crazy. Okay. Alright, so I just have to think of a time that I took responsibility for something I didn't do or someone else did, so let's see what I come up with. Okay, so holding this camera kind of precariously, so it's going to shake a little bit. Sorry, friends. So this is what I've decided to do with my notebook. I have a big notebook here, and then the card is here. Flipping it over, we have the information. But opening the notebook, we have the first page, which is going to be... Let me get this out of here. Is going to be what the magical meditations are. So I colored them by what color the cards are for each 8 cards. So there's that, and then the next page is the rest of them, and then down here I made a little grid keeping up with which cards I've already done, so I know what number to go to. So now it's going to be 63 is going to be the pool of numbers instead of 64 because I've already used one and it was in resistance. And then here I've just written down what the card says. I wrote it up here, so I have that as I'm writing. I don't know if I'm going to use another page. It does kind of bleed through a little bit. I'm a little bit sad about that, but when I write on this side, it'll be fine. And there are plenty of pages in this notebook, so I think I'm going to have plenty of room to write my thoughts and stuff here. And I mean, I can use the next page and the next page, you know, whatever. And I also love that, you can't really tell, but these pages are perforated, so if I mess something up, I could take the page out and try again. That's really nice to have. But yeah, so that is the start of this notebook. I hope that I end up writing, you know, through quite a lot of this and get to know myself better and really work through some of these meditations, because this one is, if I can get the thing to, there we go. Have you ever taken responsibility for something you didn't do, or had someone taken responsibility for something you did do? What were the consequences? So this one, I've actually really been thinking about it. That's why I was doing all this stuff, is because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to write. And now I'm kind of getting there. So I think I'm about ready to write. I will catch up with you after I'm done writing. So I've actually just finished writing on this prompt for the first prompt ever of the Harry Potter Magical Meditations. So to recap, the one I did was Resistance, and it was number 49 because I rolled. I didn't roll. I had a number generator pick a number for me between 1 and 64, and so it took me so long. Look at how much I wrote. I didn't even write that much. Okay, it kind of looked like I wrote a lot, but it's the black part down here is what I wrote. It took me so long to write this. Like, I think it's been probably like a few days, and I thought about it for a day. I worked on it for another day, and then today I'm just finishing it. Also, new office. Woohoo! Maybe I'll do a tour of it someday. But I've finally finished this first one here. I had a lot of fun writing on it because it really makes you think about how you can better connect with the Harry Potter movies, I guess, in a way. Like, how you can relate to them. Like, this one, you're talking about how have you taken responsibility for something you didn't do, or has someone taken responsibility for something you did do, and then what were the consequences of either of those things. If there's both, that's cool. But it gets you thinking, like, this happened in Harry Potter, but it could have easily happened in real life too. What is there to write about it? I wish I wrote more on it, but there really wasn't that much more to write on it. I really milked it for as much as I could, but yeah, no, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed writing on it. I enjoyed setting up the notebook for what will be 64 meditations. I hope I end up using all this paper. This notebook is so big, and I've only used one page. I hope some of them I end up writing a lot more on them. And I wonder which one I'm going to write on next. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But that is going to be it for this video. I have finished the first one of the Magical Meditations with Harry Potter. Hopefully the next one doesn't take me as long. I'm really sad that it took me that long and I didn't, I could have written another one by now. But I did have fun writing it, though, and I can't wait to write the next one. Let me know in the comments below what, if you have an answer to this prompt, or what other kind of prompts you guys would like to see me write on, or what you want to hear about, write about, etc. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!